Yo, what's up? How's it going today? Today we're doing something I have not done in a very long time. I haven't been out to this pond probably for 12 years, but we're at Kendall Lake today here in the National Valley, National Cuyahoga National, like that, something like that. But I got one pack of baits and one pack of hooks, and we're gonna see how many fish we can catch going around this entire pond. I call it a pond, it's kind of a lake. I got my what's cracking. That's a hint as to what bait we're gonna be using. You guessed it, the Mega Kraken. Dun, dun, dun. The Mega Krakens are a 3.75 inch bait. This color is Emerald Shiner. They come 6 to a pack. I'm gonna go with this one today. And I think it looks natural like a frog. I'm gonna rig it weedless with one of our hooks, our offset shank extra wide gap hook. This is a 2-aught. I think it'll be fine. Kind of pairs up really good. I'm bringing the big stick also today. I'll talk more about that later. If you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe, smash that thumbs up, ring that notification bell so you're getting all them juicy notifications. And let's get cast crazy. Let's go. What was that? He's on.
Today's show is sponsored by Double Seat, B&M Poles, Miller Tech Premium Lithium Batteries, Sonar Shield, Striker Brands, Mock Wheel, Mike's One-Eyed Rooster Rub, The Live Scanner, Ego Nets and Bags, Finn's Fishing Braid, Solar Bat Sunglasses, and Vic Sports Center. Now back to the show.
Today I'm fishing with my Mojo bass. This is a 7'1" medium power. This is by St. Croix. It's a plastics rod. Love St. Croix, by the way, for bass rods. Awesome rods. And this is our 2000 series. That's a 6-in-1 ball bearing 2000 series Lures Pro. You can get these at castcray.com. Awesome reels. You already know it. That's Finn's fishing braid. I only got 10-pound on. Probably would prefer something a little bit more heavier in weeds like this, but I'm gonna rock with 10. Got lazy, didn't feel like replacing it. Finn's is really good anyway. I know the 10-pound has a 3-pound mono equivalent diameter. This one here is Emerald Shiner, and I went with it because it looks more like a frog. What we want this bad boy to do is you rig it up down to that first notch, come out of the belly, come all the way up and around and conceal your knot. And then where this lands on the bottom, what I like to do is put my fingernail right at the end of it, and that's where you want to poke in. So you'd poke in right there, go all the way up through the top, and as I come out of the top, I'm going to kind of text pose the hook a little bit so that it is now 100% weedless, nice and streamlined. These little appendages will flutter as I pop it through the water. These things look awesome in the water. Let's see if we can't. And it's a pretty chunky bait, so you can get a good cast on it. First cast, here we go. Let's see what happens. Do I have my drag set? Yes, I do. Now, you can see, you can rig this thing and literally like pop it on the top of the water, just like you want with like a topwater frog. My goal is to see if there's any hungry bassies in there. You can let it drop into the holes. I used to come here all the time with my dad when we were younger, and I even brought my boys here once or twice. Actually, this is where my sons both caught their very first bass, was at this pond on the very same day. I have a picture of that. I'll put it right here. That was a cool moment. And with that 10-pound braid on there, that fins braid rocks. Hoping there's some hungry baskies who will come out of these weeds for this thing. Now, I have not been here for a very long time. I don't know the lay of the land. I don't know the topo. I know that when last time I was here, they were working on the dam years and years ago. And they dropped the water level down. A lot of fish did die, but it's been years since then. I have to imagine something survived. I'm just gonna fan cast this whole area and make my way around the lake here. I love how that looks in the water. I don't know if you guys can see that very good, but I'll try to get it here. Watch this. See how it kind of plops. Almost like a plastic whopper plopper, for lack of better terms. You can swim these things. You can trailer them up, fish them solo with a weight. Some guys will put them on the end of a chatter bait, or even makes a real good like spinnerbait trailer. I know with this heat, they're gonna be stuck in the weeds. And the goal is to see if they'll come out after this. They're not gonna be in the open water, I know that. Oh, there's one, there's one. Oh, I missed him. Did you guys see that? I need to tighten my drag. That was a big hit. That was a real big hit. That was a real big hit. Did you guys see that? He clobbered it. Absolutely clobbered it. Well, the Kraken survived one hit. I only brought one pack with me today. This is a challenge to see how many we can hit. Man, that was a good hit, dude. I want to tighten my drag up real tight. Fishing a lot of heavy weeds here. My drag was too loose. Let's see if he's still in there. That was cool. That was real cool. I've had them come clear out of this muck for baits. See if he's still in there. Uh-oh, something's hitting over here by the shore. Dude, he blew up on it. I thought for sure I had him. He smacked the crap out of it. So we can't get over there again. See if he's over there. Come on, you're still over there. I know you are. I don't think I hooked him at all. Oh, there went a little blow up. That was a smaller bass there. That first one was bigger. Oh, there's one. Oh, did you see? I ripped him completely out of the water. And Krakens are so fun. Such a universal bait. Let's see if I can't. I didn't get real close to these weeds. I'm going to get real close in there and see if there's anything's back there dancing. Oh, what was that? He's on. He's on. Can I get him out of the weeds is the question with 10-pound braid. He smashed it. I got him coming. He's coming. There he is. Yes, sirree, Bob. Just absolutely smashed it. Little bass, we'll take him. That's first one for the day. Gorgeous little guy. Get back in there, buddy. Thank you. That was fun. I don't know what happened to my reel. When I went to set it, my reel kind of flipped. Hopefully my reel's not jacked up. I'll pretty much cast it out as far as I can. And then I'm kind of burning it in. I'm not really taking my time with it. See if there's anything back there. I just caught that bass out of that same hole, so I don't think anything's going to be sitting in there. But all right. What I'll do too, sometimes if you see this big open hole in front of me here, I'll cast out, and then if I get to that hole, then I'll just let it sink down in there. Watch my line. Sometimes those bass will be sitting on the edge of those little holes. Let's move on down a little bit. A couple steps away, there's a Mr. Bluegill down there. So my goal is to try to get the edge of this weed line here. Cast a little bit open into the open water, and right when it hits that weed line where they're usually hiding in there, that's a good ambush point. Once I get up here in the weeds, and I just speed run it in. That sun is cooking today. It's supposed to be a hot one. I already feel burnt. You can see how far I can cast with this thing without any weight on it. Oh, there he is. Oh, did you see it? Almost had another one. Absolutely cool. Oh, there's one right there. Oh. Look, he bit both legs off. Oh, that little booger. Dang it, man. That's my first Kraken too. I'm gonna throw it back in there and see if he... Dang, I was not expecting that. It must be deep enough to hold him in here. All right, one Kraken down. That's a lot of bites on one Kraken. That ain't bad. You guys are wondering what happened to my finger. I actually cut the tip of it off with a pocket knife. Would not recommend doing that. That hurt. And this emerald shiner color is a really good bait in some of the minnow style baits that we make, but also a really good bait in like a frog looking bait like this, because it looks just so natural with the underbelly, that whitish pearlish underbelly. I'm rocking with it until a Kraken is not a Kraken until both legs are gone. I'm rocking with it. There he is. Number 2. Want to see him? You ever hold him? Take here. Feel right here with your bottom finger. Feels like sandpaper. That's how their teeth is. It won't hurt you or anything. It's just like sandpaper. But if you put your thumb in here and just pinch, you can hold them.
Hold hard, because it'll flop right out of your hand.
I'm scared.
Don't be. He can't hurt you. Promise you.
Look at you.
Sweet. Nice job.
Look. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. Well, we're on the other side. A bit of a hike. A lot of the spots that I used to fish are kind of inaccessible now, which really stinks. It's almost like the lake grew sediment on the bottom. We're gonna see if we can't weasel our way down this little hill. This spot down here used to be really good. Now, when I was here last, this tree was higher out of the water. But we'll see what happens. It is much more stained over here too, I will say. Oh, there's something moving over there. That's gonna be hard to see. Kind of flip to the left here. Into some more. Oh, there he is. Oh my gosh, that was a bigger fish, dude. That was a bigger fish. I saw him clobber it. That was a bigger fish. That was a big fish. That was a big fish. He absolutely hammered it. Whew, man. I know back in the day, largemouth fishing, I used to use 5/0 hooks, which is a bit big for this bait when you're rigging it like this. I think you can get away with like a 3/0 at most when you're rigging it weedless. All right, one long cast over in here. Let's see what's over in there. Oh, yep, there it is. Oh. Ah, something is going on with my reel. That is not good. He's still on there though. Maybe. Nope, he got off. It was a small one anyway. So our pattern has been, most of the fish that we've caught has been closer to the shore on cover. Now why that is, I don't know. I think they're post spawn here for sure. There's no way they're spawning still. You know, judging by the amount of open space on the shore, I can tell you that a lot less people fish this than they used to when I was younger. Which means that since that dam, they worked on the dam over here, it's had plenty of time to mature some really healthy bass. I bet there are just dang Goliaths in here. My dad and I used to bring our canoe out here too, which it might be fun to bring a kayak out and fish the deeper water. On this corner was the deepest point. So we used to throw like jigs. Back in the day, it was pig and jig. If you know what pig and jig is, let me know in the comments if you're that old. The old pig and jig. Throw a pork chunk on there with a flipping jig, dance it on the bottom. That was dangerous back then, boys. I will certainly be back here. I think I definitely want to bring some friends and some different baits too. Today being a challenge, I only have one pack of baits. If I was more prepared, I feel like I would be catching a lot more. But it's still fun to get out with one pack. And I've still had, first, a ton of fun outdoors. I've gotten probably well over 10 blow-ups at this point. I've caught 2. I lost that monster, dude. That was a big fish. There's gotta be some jumbos in here. Gotta be. Some dang donkey. Some dang donkeys. Today's bird brought to you by Delicious Coke Zero.